Hi, everybody. It's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for March 22nd through March 28th. And we have a new moon on Tuesday, March 24th at 5:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the sign of Aries, which is the I act energy. It's about action, but it's also about the self, putting the self first. It's also very ego based. Um, so the interesting thing is that Chiron, the wounded healer, is also in Aries for the next several years, and the sun will be conjuncting that, meaning it's lined up with it. And also Black Lilith, which is the shadow of the moon, and that's representing our fears. So obviously, the times that we're in, a lot of us are experiencing fears and anxieties. Saturn will move into Aquarius. It's shifting signs out of Capricorn finally, so we will be getting some new energy. The interesting thing is, with Saturn being the rule maker and Aquarius being, did I say Saturn and Uranus? Saturn is moving into Aquarius. I don't know if I said that right. But Aquarius is usually kind of a rule breaker, but it is a fixed sign. And so Saturn is kind of rigid. It's moving into this fixed sign. Is there going to be tension between breaking the rules and keeping the rules, or maybe things get a little stricter? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what this energy brings. It could be really interesting. I'm hoping for relief now that the equinox has occurred, the first day of spring here in the northern hemisphere, first day of autumn in the southern hemisphere. So there's been a shift in energy. Let's see. I don't know. There's so much unknown. I will say that I'm feeling better. Not perfect. Woke up no fever today for the first time in 12 days. But now that the sun is starting to go down, I'm starting to get a little tiny bit of a fever. So we'll just have to see. But I'm not taking anything right now. So I thought that I would let you guys pick a card. I'm going to do a little bit of a reading to see what the energy is, maybe. The crystal of the week, I chose, it's Tiger Eye, and it's about balance. And what was interesting, before I pulled this card, I was shuffling through my tarot deck and saw the Temperance card, which had the same symbol of the scales. And I was thinking, like Mother Earth needs to come into balance. We need to come into balance. So many people are absolutely freaking out, and we just need to, but it's easier said than done. I've been doing really, really great, but yesterday I had to go out and get fresh food. And I was totally fine until I pulled into the supermarket parking lot and I saw so many cars. And I did get a little panicky. I contemplated going in because I didn't want to expose myself to anything. But once I got in there, the supermarket is so ginormous. I was never really in contact with people. Like, I saw people from afar, but I was never really near any people. So that was pretty good. And the checkout lines were completely empty and they were self-serve, which I loved. So I didn't have to deal with a cashier. But I have to say thank you to all of the grocery store workers and the delivery people and those of you, and also the nurses and doctors. Like, thank you for putting yourselves out there on the line in these uncertain times. But, so I have some Tiger Eye. I have blue Tiger Eye, which is pretty cool. Let me Let's see if you could see that. And then I have some regular tiger eye. I have some raw tiger eye. There's another piece of raw tiger eye. And then, of course, I'm sure you've seen these before. I have tiger eye earrings. And so why I also love this so much, it's protective. It's a protection stone, but it also helps to calm anxiety. It helps to calm psychosomatic symptoms. And I think a lot of us might be having that. And, you know, one of you had even messaged me and said, hey, do you think you could be picking up on like other people's stuff and that's why you're not feeling good? And I thought about that because it keeps coming and going in waves. But I did have a fever. So scientifically, that means that I did have some sort of an infection. It was probably pneumonia. I'm hoping I don't get the corona. And every time, so here's the thing, like I'm totally fine, but of the couple of times, and I mean a couple, not even, I can't even count on my hand how many times I had to go out to, you know, get something, a necessity, something for my animals or, you know, some fresh milk or something. I'm putting myself at risk and like it's freaking me out. So I'm like, oh, I could be okay today. And then I'm going to the store and I might run into somebody and we don't know. And so my imagination was getting away with me. So that's why I'm so glad that this came up, because this is what we're going to use this week. Hopefully you have some of this. And also tiger eye. Think of like, you know, the cat's eye. You've seen cat's eye rings. I think of this as like an evil eye. And, you know, in Greek mythology, the evil eye is worn to dispel and push away any evil coming to you. And so this is kind of like the same thing in that it is a protective stone, but it also calms anxieties and dispels psychosomatic symptoms. Then I was shuffling from the Naked Heart Tarot deck, which I love, by Jillian C. Wild, and this card fell out. It was the Tower. And I thought, yeah, well, you know what? This is like our whole entire world. And I'm not trying to scare you guys, but we all know what the reality is. There are a lot of people that are still thinking that this is all a hoax. And I'm hoping maybe it is. But you know what? I don't want to be the one that finds out. But this kind of concerned me that this Tower card fell out and fell to the floor. So I thought I would do a little quick reading with this deck just to see if we could see, you know, what's going on like over the next week. And then I got my shamanic oracle deck, and this is where I'll let you do a pick your own. And I know we're pretty far in, but you know what? Hopefully you'll find this video entertaining. If you do, you know, please give me some thumbs up, comment me, let me know how you're doing out there. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired. I'm still a little scratchy. And, you know, a little periodic panicky, you know, when I have to go out and get something. Thank you to all the people that offered to go shopping for me while I was sick. I really appreciate that. Oh, and my friend Zen reminded me. So Bach, it's all natural flower essence, and I use not these, but a different version. I use Sleep Rescue, and then I use these Rescue Pastilles, and they help calm anxiety, if you could see that. And they're delicious, and I get them off Amazon for basically nothing. And the Rescue Remedy for sleep is fantastic as well. So if you're having issues, and it's all natural and they're delicious. So let's see, should we do cards 1, 2, or 3? I guess so, because that'll be the Monday, Wednesday, Friday card. I am still working my day job full time, and the whole time that I've been sick, I've had to work every single day, and took a little nap during my lunch hour, but I've been working from home, which is nice. I haven't been in my office in 2 weeks, so that's pretty good. All right, so pick a number. I'll do 1 through 6. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. All right. Who knows? And then you know what, on Instagram, I'm going to try and do a pick your own every day, and then I'll just turn the cards over for you to see. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm just trying to provide a little more entertainment, especially because now I'm feeling a little bit better. So let's see. If you chose card number 1, I'll give you one last chance. Choose a card numbered 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not getting fancy. I'm not putting a photo up. You're just going to have to pick a number. Okay, so if you chose card number 1, it's Earth, and I like that. This is telling me that it is time for you to get grounded. Take a deep breath, take your shoes off, go out and stand in the grass, get a little earthing done, get some sun on your face if you can. If the weather is permitting, this is about getting yourself grounded and calm down. And I'll tell you, the tiger iron is a perfect stone for that. I guess any crystal is, because it comes from the earth. If you chose card number 2, we'll do this one. This is the ghost dance. So this is fears that you are having that are haunting you from the past. Things are bubbling up. Now, I would expect that with the sun conjuncting Chiron in Aries. I think we may even have, like, it's going to be very strong for the next at least 2 weeks, if not the full 30 days. But we are all having this incredible opportunity to work on ourselves while we are social distancing. We are finding out what we are all truly made of. So Ghost Dance is saying that you may have to be revisiting some ghosts from the past, revisiting your fears. And it's totally okay, because with the new moon, you're going to let that go. These are the cards for the new moon. So if you chose card number 3, this is the upper world. Now, the upper world in shamanism is where all of our ancestors and the angels and every being in the spirit realm lives in the upper world. I'm hearing that pay attention to your dreams, because you could be having some visitations from your loved ones. This is also allowing yourself to relax enough so that you can connect with that upper world and receive messages from your loved ones that are on the other side. Also, pay attention to all the typical signs, that you would see along the way: feathers, birds, cardinals, blue jays, whatever bird is your favorite, pennies and dimes, numbers, songs, lyrics, the time on the clock, the 1111, the 222, the 111, 333, those patterns. Or also pay attention to seeing people's birth date or maybe their death date on the clock. I know a lot of people mostly only see patterns, but I always see those other dates, or, like even an address or on a license plate. So signs are coming to you, card number 3. Card number 4, it's Pachamama. And Pachamama is the Mother Earth. And This is saying this is a time to honor Mother Earth, do what has to be done to not only heal yourself, but to heal the earth. So if you are not, you know, I don't want to be like a total jerk or anything, but if you're not adhering to the rules that are going on right now, if you are taking things nonchalantly, then, Mother Earth is going to um, cast her wrath down onto you. No. But Pachamama, in this sense, let me see. Number 40, this is saying you are exactly where you should be right now. We're not advancing. I also feel like this is the Aries card because of the fire. This is also talking about becoming one with the earth. One of the incredible things that is going on in this world right now is that Mother Earth is getting a break from so much pollution and traffic and busyness and noise that she's actually healing. Waters are becoming cleaner. I don't know if you've seen, but in Venice, the canals are starting to clear up and dolphins are coming back into the canals for the first time in decades. In China and Asia, they're actually seeing blue skies for the first time in decades because there aren't any factories open, and so isn't any pollution. And I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to learn such a huge big lesson, like how we should probably be living like this all the time, seriously, just to save the planet. Enough of my soapbox. I always get up on one. Card number 5. Love this. It's the rainbow, and I love this. So if you chose card number 5, it is the rainbow, and I'm hearing that after the rain and once the sun comes out, there is a rainbow. So this is a little bit of hope is coming your way. Things are going to work out. I think we have to find the best in this whole entire situation. Still practicing gratitude and joy. I know it's hard. You got to get out there and exercise. You got to get the sun on your face, soak up those rays. Even when I was so sick, I would go and sit out in my backyard for a little bit every day just to get the sun on my face. And I really think that it made me feel better. So let's see, card number 6. This will be the final card. And it's the giveaway. And I think this is about reciprocity. This is talking about being generous of heart. I'm going to go back to our situation. This is not about hoarding. This is not about, every man for themselves. This is about generosity, leaving something behind for someone else. Take one of something and leave some for other people. Of course, take what you need, but I'm not talking about a hoarding situation. I'm talking about taking what you need, to maybe last you for a week or whatever, because stores are being restocked. So the giveaway is talking about, also sharing what it is that you have with others. So I know maybe this was a dour pick your own, but let me do a little reading here with the Naked Heart Tarot deck and just pull some cards and see if I can see any answers besides this tower. Anywho, can't buy any chicken still. Couldn't get any meat when I went to the store, but tons of fresh fruit and vegetables, which was fantastic. And I was able to get fresh bread and fresh milk and only a little thing of half and half, but that's fine. That'll last me until I need it again. But I am noticing the stores are stocking up, And there's some like dollar stores that have toilet paper. So you may just want to look. The supermarkets don't have it, but there are little stores that do have it. So let me cut this. Let's see what I see. All right, so we had that tower, and I see the Hierophant, but it is in reverse position. And so this is telling me that we, or many of us, are not drawing on our wisdom, and we're ignoring the wisdom that has come before us. We're ignoring all of the signs, actually. So I think a lot of people are not taking this situation seriously. My neighbors that live right over there, they're pretty far away because, the properties are, thank goodness, pretty far. They had a party of like 20 people plus their kids from 3 in the afternoon until after 1 o'clock in the morning last night. And the police kept coming. It's like, that is not social distancing. And it was really, really pissing me off. And I have a good mind to go and say something, but I'm not like that. But I swear if it happens again, they will see my wrath. So, and I think that goes with the tower. It's because people are not taking things seriously. All right, so love this. Mother Earth is coming up. And I really feel that this is part of a higher consciousness, a higher reason behind all of this. It's really kind of like to show us that man doesn't rule the universe. Nature does. And I'm telling you, Mother Earth is taking over. She's pissed. She's tired of being abused. And she's really taking over. And it's time that we start to honor her. That's what that Pachamama is. All right. So, wait, let me lay these down correctly. And you know what? I'm also hearing, and I may have said it before, is she needed a break. Mother Earth needed a break. And it's like she's vomiting up in disgust over humanity. And, kind of wiping the earth clean, in a sense. Be careful who you trust. Be careful who you speak to. This is also saying, keep your distance. And you know what? This is also saying, be careful what you say. So I guess some people are not going to be happy with what I'm saying right now, but I am true and honest. So this is cute. The Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Is that the four? Yeah. The Four of Pentacles is coming up in reversed, but it's coming up in the sign that is passing. So this is talking about hoarding. This is talking about greed. All of that is out the window. We are coming into a new world order. All of this is going to really change the global economy. I think we'll see what happens. Those greedy Fs are still probably going to go back and be greedy Fs. But this is saying all that greed, all of that money, all that power, it is ending. Things are changing. And when Jupiter moved into Capricorn, it's a similar alignment to the 2008 crash in the financial markets. However, Jupiter had Saturn and Pluto with him this time around, unlike in 2008. And I wondered, how are things in the economy with how high the stock markets were? How are they going to crash? But like all of us astrologers, we've all been looking at this. And then on January 12th, with that grand conjunction, we were wondering what could possibly be. And then, of course, nothing happens. Bam. A week later, coronavirus. So crazy. I mean, like you can't even make up that astrology. So coming in the future, oh, I love this. It's the Eight of Pentacles, busy beavers, busy building a new world, busy capitalizing on a new economy and a new world. All right. But we are in need of transformation. What is this? Oh, this is the Judgment card. But I saw the butterfly, so it immediately made me think of transformation. But Judgment Day is coming, and trust me, I'm not religious, so I'm not talking about that Judgment Day. But, you know, the President in the United States, I was going through his tweets earlier today because I saw somebody had posted something about how great he's been. And you know what? I'm not getting political. Doesn't matter whose side anybody's on. But as I was laying in my bed on March 9th with almost 102 fever, he was tweeting about how the coronavirus was fake news made up by the media to destroy his presidency. And I took screenshots of all of these tweets, and then he kept on talking about his campaign. And here I'm home worried, oh my gosh, do I have coronavirus? And he's calling it fake news. So anybody that thinks that he's fabulous, guess what? He waited too frickin' long. And luckily, I don't think I have coronavirus. I'm doing pretty good. But that's not the point, is that he was too busy worrying about his campaign and the way he looked and his numbers and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And if anybody wants to see the tweets, go to Twitter or ask me because I screenshot a boatload of them. And it really made me kind of angry to think there were so many sick people here. There were people dying in Washington State, and he's calling it fake news. So anyway, another soapbox I'm getting off of. There will be a Judgment Day for him. I will tell you that. All right, so our fears are coming up in people taking from us what we believe is ours, whether that is our lifestyle, whether that is our living, our livelihood, our health, our food, our toilet paper. This is also saying that I think we still have some rough times ahead, but these are our fears, this Seven of Swords. And this is just saying, you know, we may have to just make sure you lock your doors, take care of yourself, be aware of your surroundings, be smart. Don't let those fears crop up. All right, so the Youth of Cups. This is an emotional time, obviously, that we are going through. Things will be emotional, a little bit turbulent. And so this is also part of our fears, and allowing those emotions to come up and to surface is really healthy. Oh, and I'm also hearing salt baths, the ocean. You got to allow yourself to heal, and salt does wonders. So now, what do we have to get through before we can see the light at the end of the tunnel? And it's the Four of Swords. And it is a respite. It is a resting time. We really have to take advantage of this resting time and a readjustment time. Don't worry. We'll get back to normal, although this is my normal. So I'm not too far outside of my comfort zone, other than the fear of walking into a grocery store and worrying if I'll be infected. That's, you know, my only outside of the norm. But we need a respite period. I'm thinking about it myself. You know, this whole thing has me reevaluating what is important to me. And although I love all of you, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to keep coming here and showing up, but aren't you just tired sometimes, you know, and you just want to watch Netflix all day? That's how I feel. And anyway, so the final card that I have, it's the Six of Cups. And this is a really, really wonderful card. And it's following that respite card. This is talking about fun and play and childlike memories, good times with our friends. It will be coming again. Now, looking at the alignment of the cards, so the Judgment card, we can't tell time from a major arcana card. The Six is coming up. This is the Six of Cups. I am thinking June. So we're going to be possibly stuck here. I don't think it's 6 months. I think it's going to be the month of June, the 6th month, that we could be stuck in this situation, which really kind of sucks because my daughter and I were going to go on vacation in the middle of May, but I mean, it is what it is. We have travel insurance and the airline and the hotel and everybody already guaranteed that we could switch it up for no fee or anything, you know. So that's fine. But I'm thinking 6th month, the month of June. And with it being cups, because that is water, I'm going to say probably like the 3rd week of June, once the sun moves into Cancer. So I guess you can hold me to that. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please share it with your friends. Be sure to check out your tarot scopes for each sign for the month of March, because I got more specific with each of the signs for the new moon that will be occurring on Tuesday. I suppose I will start making the April tarot scopes for each sign, but I can't even imagine you know, I don't know. We're all stuck in the house. So, I don't know. I got to come up with some kind of humor or something. We'll see what's going on. Anyway, I hope you are all doing well. Please drop me a line and let me know that you're okay. If you like this video, please subscribe. Click the little bell so you get notifications when new videos come out. And if you're having some anxiety, go check out my how-to in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on how to calm down. Now I'm going to go take a nap and possibly have a social distancing fire pit with my other neighbor that lives on that side, the good neighbor, Dave and Donna Flora. So thank goodness for them, because these guys are total asshats. It's going to be a long couple of months and they're not going to be happy with me. But you know what I will tell you? You know, they were out there until the wee hours. I made sure that I let my dogs out very early this morning, and I let them bark and I let them bark. And I'm going to do it every single day, because they're not working. And they just think that, you know, the world is their oyster right now. Maybe it is, and I'm the one that's being ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just going on and on. Anyway, thank you for appeasing me and watching this shit. I'll see you soon. Check me out at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and expressionsoftheuniverse.com. Love y'all. Take care, stay safe, and wash your hands.